Hello friends, I am Pratiksha, GIT All India rank 48 and 83. Before we begin, do like the video and subscribe to the channel if you find this content helpful. In this video, I'll share the exact way I used to attempt and analyze online mock tests. Following this approach helped me improve my rank from 6672 to 48, and I hope it helps you use your mocks more effectively too. So let's get started. Let's first understand the GATE examination basics. You will have 65 questions contributing 100 marks. It will be divided into two sections. The first section will be aptitude section, which will have 10 questions and 15 marks, and the second section would be your core subjects having 55 questions and 85 marks. For solving the 65 questions, you will be given 3 hours. On the virtual interface which appears in front of you, you will see a countdown timer, a virtual calculator, and an exam palette where you see attempted questions, unattempted questions, and mark for review questions. Let's also understand types of questions. You will be having three types of questions in GATE examination. The first one is MCQ, wherein you will have four options out of which only one is correct. In this type of questions, you will have negative marking. If the question is of 1 mark, it will have 0.33 negative marking. If the question is of 2 mark, you will have 0.66 negative marking. The second type of question is MSQ. In this type, you will have no negative marking. Here you will have couple of options and more than one answers could be correct. In NAT type, which is numerical type of question, you will have to enter numerical data. In this type of questions also, you will not have negative marking. Now, most important thing before solving mock test is ensure you are sitting uninterruptedly for 3 hours and solving it just like real GATE examination to actually get benefit out of your mock examination. Okay, so let's get started. Now, I used to solve mock test and actual examination also in three phases. My first phase used to be predominantly for building my confidence, building my momentum, and scoring sure shot marks. In this, I used to give 40 to 45 minutes and I used to target general aptitude questions and easy and direct to do formula based core concept questions. In this phase, I used to skip lengthy questions. I used to blatantly skip them because in this first phase, my sole motto used to be I wanted to get into flow of examination without getting stuck or losing my confidence. Fine. Now in my phase 2, which according to me was the main scoring phase, I used to give 50 to 70 minutes based upon the nature of questions and difficulty level. In this phase, I used to target medium level questions of core subjects. Since in phase 1, I have already completed my aptitude questions and easy questions of core subjects. In phase 2, I used to target medium level course questions. And in this phase only, I used to prefer solve numerical type and MSQ type of questions also. Since they don't carry negative mark, I used to try to minimize my negative score by trying them to solve in phase 2 along with medium level core subjects. One more thing I used to do in this phase was mark tough MCQ questions, which I feel I am confident about and I probably would solve in the next phase. Okay? Now next phase would be phase 3, which was roughly 35 to 45 minutes. In this phase, I used to attempt the questions which I have marked in my last phase, in my second phase. In this question, I used to target them. I used to touch them only if I feel confident. Because wasting time on lengthy questions is also a very bad strategy. Also, in this phase, one of the major challenge I used to face was to control my emotions. Because since it is last phase, I know time is ticking, anxiety would rush up, and then we tend to do some blind guessings. So, in this phase, please do avoid blind guessing. And then the last 10 to 15 minutes, which is the most crucial thing to give for the review, wherein you should be checking the data which you have inserted in numerical answer, is that correct or not? Re-verify your calculations if you are doubtful in any of the questions. Recheck the questions whether you have attempted the questions which you wanted to attempt or not, or have you forgot to enter any answer as such. So this phase would be all about protecting your earned marks, ensuring whatever you know you have attempted very perfectly and entered all the data correctly. So this is how I used to solve the mock test. Coming to the frequency, my target used to be minimum one mock test per week, and ideally two mock tests per week. But most important part is the analysis part. So if I'm able to analyze two mocks per week, I you can prefer that. But at least one mock per week is an essential criteria, and mock analysis is more important than giving tests. So do not skip mock analysis. Now let's understand how do we analyze the mock test. Most important thing is analyze all 65 questions. Find out your mistakes, maintain a book, and revise your weak areas. We'll see everything in detail now. Step 1, which would be after test. So 1 to 2 hours you have to give to analysis. Try finding your exact weak points. Do not delay your analysis, because if you delay analysis, you will tend to forget what kind of mistakes you have done. What was your thought process while solving the examination? So do not delay the analysis. Do it as soon as possible within 30 to 40 minutes of your examination. Step 2 would be analyze your mistakes. Understand what kind of mistakes you have done. Is it a silly mistake? What kind of silly mistake? Was it a calculation mistake? Did you enter wrong sign? Did you not check till how many decimal points the answer was to be entered? Have you misread the question? Was the mistake due to a conceptual gap? Was your understanding weak? Another kind of mistake is wrong formula approach. And then the most important kind of mistake is speed issue. You knew the concept, but you were so slow that you could not complete the paper. So try analyzing the mistakes perfectly. Okay? Step 3 would be learn from your mistakes. Now, for that, I would highly recommend do maintain a book. One dedicated mistake book where you write the topic name, from which topic you have done the mistake, what kind of mistake you have done, and then correct solution to that. And also you can add any important tips. Next time focus on this particular data. This data I have read incorrectly, or this mistake, this specific mistake I have done. So you can also incorporate important tips or notes in your mistake book, and do revise it as much as you can. If you can revise it 2 times a week, perfect. But ensure you revise this mistake book as much as possible. And then how to use your analysis to improve. So as I told, revise your weak topics from the mistake books. On similar concepts which you have done mistakes, try to solve few questions on the same concepts. Time yourself on weak topics. Give some time to the weak topics. Do not rush. And then you attempt the next mocks, preferably in 3 to 4 days. Now, what should be your aim for mock? Not just marks, but how accurately you are solving. Were unattempted questions doable? Have you misjudged the questions? Were you right on the speed? Is your speed perfectly fine? Are you right on the track? Are you reducing your silly mistake? Is your score matrix improving? This you have to see. That's how you will track your progress. Not just the score, but the related matrix related to your accuracy, your speed. Are you reducing your silly mistakes? This combined along with your score will contribute to your progress. Now the final formula for mock success, which will reflect in your main examination, is Repeat mocks with discipline. Fix your weak areas, reattempt them, track your mistakes, improve on them, and do that on repeat mode. Do not get disheartened, do not lose the track. Keep improving and keep repeating till your final examination. And that's what is the final formula for your mocks success. Now, what you must be focusing in last 45 days, it would be if you are good with your concepts, considerably close to 70% if you have done, you can comfortably avoid new topics now. Do focus on revision and accuracy. Try to reduce your negative marks because that will significantly improve your scores in rank as well. So reduce negative marks, focus on revision and accuracy, and most importantly improve your question selection, that which question you want to attempt, and that will improve with more and more marks. So the more marks you will give, your question selection would actually improve automatically. Your accuracy, your speed, your negative marking will improve with consecutive marks. So these are the points to focus in last 45 days. This is the exact phase-wise mock test strategy I followed during my GATE preparation, and following this approach consistently, especially in last 45 days, helped me improve my rank from 6672 to 48. If you found this video helpful, please like video, share with your friends and subscribe to the channel for more GATE preparation tips. Thank you for watching and all the best for your GATE examination.